Iron Eagle, Bill Rafferty and Grant Hill along here, and a chance for Iowa to do what nobody thought they could do and upset number 1 seed Florida. 8.9 seconds coming down. Here Sturts comes over. He's got Fulgaris in the corner for a 3. It's good! Oh, Bird, he's got some onions. He organizes the puppies and he puts it in. Great pass by Sturts, but it started with that outlet pass, and then Fulgaris, he knows, he understands where he is, puts his feet behind the line, and he drains it. The Iowa Hawkeyes haven't been to the Sweet 16 since 1999 when Dr. Tom Davis beat Arkansas to go in. They'd eventually lose to UConn, but the Hawkeyes are back. And welcome in to the Boyle Theater. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are barking a little March Madness there. Did you like my Rafferty, Bill Rafferty?
That was lovely.
Onions! Well, gets off the glass.
Both of those impressions were great.
Iron Eagle's he's pretty straight. It's hard to do that. Grant Hill, that was weak. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that was a weak Grant Hill. But he's hard. Welcome in, Scott Oshman, Tim Boyle. We are back at the Boyle Theater, ladies and gentlemen. And joining us, joining the program is producer Mark hailing from the desert of Arizona.
I would say that was a great win, but how far did they go? That was a pretty bold win. What'd you call it?
Hey, they beat the number 1 seed.
Hold on, I'm going to tell you later in the show, in the program. Okay, here's a tease number 1. All right, there, little Marcus. I'm going to tell you how big that win was in the history of the NCAA March Madness on the men's side. Okay, later.
I was teeing you up. I
appreciate that. And they got a game against Nebraska actually winnable.
Oh, 100%.
Winnable.
That's like it worked. All the stars lined up for him.
Unbelievable. But we start every show here at the Scott and Tim Sports Show with existential threats. And just listener, I want you to know that Tim, as you know, he doesn't live here anymore and he doesn't watch sports. Other than that, he's doing great.
I watched a couple games. I'm back.
Oh yeah,
I'm back.
He watches 3 days of 3.5 or 2.5 days of March Madness.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he's an expert.
And I'm back.
And now he's an expert.
I'm ready to talk about it.
But he teased me months ago. He texted me. He's like, I have the existential threat of all existential threats. And I said, are you going to remember it? He's like, oh yeah. And I go, are you though? Really? Did you write this down somewhere?
Didn't need to write it down.
Okay. Well, here you go.
Well, does anyone else have one before me?
No.
Okay. Well, y'all know about my plight with, I don't have any soap, can't use the shampoo, no, all these things that I got problems.
You got
with.
problems.
So the other day I'm minding my own business. I'm at home alone, which I like to be home alone.
Which is unbelievable.
I kind of like to be home alone.
Well, they didn't know you were home.
Yeah, that's true. I wasn't even supposed to be in the house. But I'm knee deep into one of these new Papa Murphy's has one of these new like triple pepperoni pizzas where it's the problem. It's good, but the problem is I'm like knee deep into it. I'm home alone. I'm like making a mess of myself. I go to grab a napkin. The wife has like torn all the napkins in half.
Why? What?
I'm the same reason she waters down the shampoo and I can't use the soap and the dish soap's watered down. She's torn them in half. I'm not even joking. I'm like a mess. I got pepperoni and grease all over me. I'm trying, and these aren't like Chinette napkins. These are like
Chinette. Is that how you pronounce it?
I think so.
I think it's Chinette.
Chinette. There you go. Well, you know me. I don't pronounce anything.
That is true, which I love. Don't ever stop.
These are like the Winco Foods 1-ply napkin things, and then they're ripped in half. She's ripped. She didn't cut them. She like ripped them. What am I going to do? I can't clean up a drop of water with this thing.
That's a half a mess.
Oh, it's a big mess. I even took a picture of.
Did you?
Took a picture of one of them that she did just like yesterday, and I saw it in the thing.
We can put that on the YouTube.
Let me show you.
We are streaming on YouTube. It's
there's one of them.
Oh my
right
God!
There.
Yes.
I don't know what she's
put
doing.
It in half. That looked like it's chewed by a cat.
I'm telling you.
We are on the YouTube at STSPN. Todd, the 5-tool player, he puts it up eventually.
He does.
STSPN. You can find us on the YouTube, but that's it. So napkins are a threat
apparently. And the only good thing that came out of it is Now I have a real great appreciation for my grandparents going through the Great Depression, because I feel like that's what I'm doing here.
My mom did the exact same thing growing up.
Did she really?
Yes.
Well, you don't need the whole
came
thing.
up with these things. I would have never thought to rip a napkin in half, and I don't get it.
Okay, this begs a follow-up.
Okay.
Are you, as far as your napkin use, are you a crumpler? Are you an organized? Do you fold it in half? Is it nice and neat?
No, I'm more of a crumpler.
I'm a crumpler.
I can't.
Too.
It's hard to crumple a half of a one-ply napkin.
I think you got to crumple.
The other thing,
Mark, are you an organized? Everything's in a nice, tidy little thing at the restaurants. Do you keep your, everything square?
On my plates, I do, but not the settings around it.
No, the napkin. No. What do you do with the napkin?
Just throw it on my lap.
I know, but do you crumple it up? Are you getting a call? Is that Nurse Mindy?
Yeah, she's saying that our time's up in the bonus room. There's like 6 other people.
I come over and he goes, "Oh, dude, you have to park me like a block away." I'm like, "What?" Okay. He goes, "This is busy over here. We got everybody's here." I'm like, "Okay, I got it. Are we even the Boyle Theater? Are we in the garage?" And he goes, "Well, we're in the backyard. The garage was booked."
Well, I got both daughters home for the spring break. I got their cats here. There's It's a petting zoo here.
All right. So that's the do you have an existential threat, Mark? I got nothing on that front.
I was mentioning to you guys in text a couple of weeks ago, we luckily on our Japan trip a couple of weeks ago, we got upgraded to business class. So it was my son's first time.
That's huge on the way to Japan. That's monstrous.
Could you just humble brag more right out of the start here? Well,
we did not get upgraded on the way back. So
no, it's terrible. I'm so sorry for your loss.
My son got humbled there, but he never got into first class or business class. So it was a big deal to him. He stayed up the whole 12 hours. My existential threat is I didn't take a plane flight until I was 14 years old. I went to San Francisco. I had to pay for it myself, and I sat in coach, probably a middle seat. And kids
but you were probably 120 pounds. So all these like skinny kids in first class, it's like they should be in coach. They don't need all this extra room.
I agree. So kids these days are spoiled.
That's your existential threat is kids today are spoiled?
Entitled, spoiled. And don't know how rough we had it.
And whose fault is that in this particular example?
American Airlines and my wife. Those two. She created him, and American Airlines decided to upgrade.
Maybe you're the existential threat.
Very possible.
Very possible. Okay. Wow. That wasn't a lot.
No,
we didn't have a lot there.
Don't you have? You usually have one.
No, I don't go anywhere. I've been at home. I got a couple travel. I actually did go to a couple places. I got mine aren't fun. Mine are like just, darkness and rain are my existential threats. Just weather putting me in a sour mood.
Speaking of which, I'm the one that had to go to Hawaii and go through like Hurricane Hugo for like 7 days in Hawaii. You would not believe the weather in Hawaii.
That was
rough. It is. No, it's like life threatening there. There's massive flooding going on.
It's not good.
It's terrible.
And the government shut down. There's no FEMA to help them right now. I would not want to be in an airport. I don't know how I'm glad I'm not traveling right now, because to be in an airport sounds just monotonous and crazy.
Yeah, no, it's shocking, but I'm not traveling anywhere. Okay, well then that's going to be a short first segment because perfect, well played, nicely done out of you, because we actually have a guest.
We've been trying to get him for a long time. Well, he was busy with the Super Bowl.
Well, he's been very busy.
Yes.
He's got a lot going on. He runs a big business. He has to make sure his son gets jobs that he might deserve or might not deserve. Our guest coming up right after this. You're going to want to hear this guy when we come back.
If you weren't listening the last time these guys got together, you've got to be kidding me.
Joining the program after many, many years. Sorry, that's the wrong network's theme song. A absolutely longtime stalwart. I mean, he's just, everybody knows him. Everybody loves him, except a couple people. Ladies and gentlemen, to the program from NBC's Sunday Night Football, Night in America, Chris Collinsworth joining the program. Chris.
How's it going, gentlemen? Great to be here.
You've got a busy schedule. Thanks for coming on the show. Had the Super Bowl. Congrats.
Well, yeah, it's been a long ride. Good NFL season. A little disappointed in Mahomes, but I think he can give it a good shot next year.
Well, I thought Mahomes didn't have a bad year last year. Obviously, the team didn't get to the Super Bowl again. But, I mean, what did you grade him out at your empire of PFF?
Well, I just don't think he was looking too Mahomey this year. To be honest, I'm kind of liking Sam Darnold. He's kind of looking like might be the new Mahomes.
Really? The new Mahomes? Wow. Because there were some rumors out there that you were saying that you thought the Chiefs should have been in the Super Bowl.
Well, I did until Mahomes disappointed me with that pick, and, that pick just kind of set me off, turned me off,
Have you been working out with, hanging out with Mahomes and his wife in wherever he works out? I don't know if he goes back to Texas or Kansas City or where he is, but I mean, you're basically the Pat Mahomes fan club #1, right?
Well, yeah, I've been promoting him, and you'd think he'd, give me a little attention, but it just kind of seems like he ignores all my fan mail, so it's just a sad little story, I guess.
Well, we were excited you got to watch the Super Bowl. It was Mike Tirico's first time doing a Super Bowl, which is crazy that he hasn't done one. I thought he did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I think the team did well.
Yeah. Chris, is he fun to work with, old Mike Tirico? He doesn't seem fun. Is he fun?
Not so much. Not really my favorite, to be honest. I've met some better guys.
Now, is it true that Uncle Al Michaels used to have a full course, like a 3-course meal during the football games?
Well, honestly, I couldn't tell you. He's kind of a private guy, so it's just kind of, stuff like that he'd kind of keep to himself. So
I noticed you did do a slide-in, though. You did the famous Chris Collinsworth slide-in move.
Oh, well, I got to break that out every once in a while. I can't just, retire it completely. So,
Chris, what do you say to the critics out there? And I'm not saying I'm one of them or Scott's one of them, but what do you say to the critics out there that say you're just a little too obsessed with Patrick Mahomes? Is there any truth to this, or what's going on here?
Well, I just don't think they really understand what's going on here. We're witnessing the greatest quarterback to ever touch the football. He's just got it all. He's got the run game, the pass on the fly game. He's just got everything that you'd want in a quarterback.
Well, let me clarify. So you mean like greatest playing right now currently? Or are we talking great? You're talking greatest of all time?
I'm thinking, at this point, I might as well just make it official. Let's call him the greatest quarterback of all time.
Chris, you are running into a buzzsaw. Wow. I don't know if you know, but Tim Boyle is literally the Tom Brady, he's got a restraining order.
I like to be factual with my stats and everything. Brady's been to 15 Super Bowls and won 7 of them. Come on. How do you get Mahomes ahead of him already?
Well, Mahomes still got plenty of time. Mahomes is a lot more versatile than Brady. Brady's just kind of an in the pocket kind of guy. Mahomes had some out of pocket. He's kind of unpredictable. It's Patrick Mahomes we're talking about. He's the greatest quarterback I've ever seen.
and now Travis Kelce signs a 3-year deal. That seemed a little long.
I know, and it was for 50 some million or something.
Yeah, it was a 3-year deal. So you gotta be excited, Chris, that your boy Mahomes has got Travis to throw to.
Yeah, well, it's just, I don't know. His stats really aren't, he's kind of been disappointing from what I've seen. I haven't really seen a whole lot out of Travis Kelce, but, maybe he can turn it around this next coming year.
Well, he brings his soon to be wife to these games.
Well,
I think that's a value prop right there.
We've been talking about this for years on the podcast. Once you get like married or engaged or something in this sport, all of a sudden it's just you go to hell in a handbasket.
Jordan Spieth, Exhibit A. Do I need to say anything else? The guy got married. He's been terrible.
There's a whole look what happened to Tiger Woods.
Yes.
Man, that guy's a different animal. I mean, Tiger Woods is just,
I don't want to get facts in the way of doing our show, but Kelsey signed a 1-year deal, guys. He didn't.
I thought it was a 3-year deal. I thought it was a 3-year deal.
1 year, $12 million deal.
Finally.
That'll pay for Taylor Swift's diamond.
You know what?
Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. See, 3 years. That's a little long.
Yeah, I thought that's my bad.
He's not going to be playing 3. I thought I saw something about $50-some million though.
Well, that's the internet. Mark, finally, good job to fact check and produce something. That was a good job out of you. It's first time is always your best time. Chris Collinsworth with us, everybody. Chris, what are you looking forward to this next season? And I don't even know how many years you've been doing Sunday Night Football, but what are you excited about this year? And who do you think the teams are to watch other than the Kansas City Chiefs?
Well, I mean, I'm going to root for my Kansas City and my favorite Patrick Mahomes, but
good Lord.
I mean, I think my next guy would probably be Sam Darnold. I mean, he just kind of looks pretty Mahomey as well. So he's just, I think he might be pretty kick-ass this year.
Oh, see, now we're going to the opposite extremes where Scott was in the camp of calls him small hands Darnold.
Well, he's got small hands. I think that's factual.
Scott thought he was the worst player in the NFL up until about halfway through the season.
Thanks for speaking for me. Worst is a little harsh.
Okay, well,
he's Sam Darnold.
Besides Geno Smith, you thought he was like the worst in the NFL.
Well, I don't know about that, but he has small hands, 9 3/8. I mean, I can't fudge the number. That's the number.
I mean, Super Bowls don't speak for themselves, so I mean, he does have a ring now. Got to give him that.
Now, Chris, as you know, and thanks for listening to the show, being a part of the Faithful 48, but we said when he won against San Francisco in the last game, I thought that was his breakthrough because he didn't have a turnover.
And we did promote him to medium hands.
Average hands.
Average hands.
He's now average hands. And you know what? He wrote me a note and he appreciated that.
That's
funny. That's funny. Medium hands. That's funny. Man.
What do you have on board here this next year? So the Kansas City, but then are the Bills ever going to come through? I mean, obviously in the NFC, you got the Eagles, you got Green Bay fighting, you got the Lions trying to come back. Where do you sit here, Chris?
Well, yeah, I think the Bills, I mean, Josh Allen's definitely got the potential. Obviously from what we've seen, he has shown us nothing more that he is a Super Bowl quality quarterback.
Yeah.
What about Joe Burrow? You spent your whole career at Cincinnati. You got to still be a big Cincinnati fan. They fixed the offensive line. He's got a good running game. He's got a great wide receiver. They fixed the defense. You got to be rooting for your Bengals this year.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, Joe Burrow, yeah, they got a shot next year. I mean, it's kind of a up in the air, but I'm always going to be rooting for my favorite quarterback of all time, Patrick Mahomes.
As an announcer, aren't you kind of supposed to be unbiased and kind of neutral on everything, or do you get your producers get a little upset with you, or how's that work out?
Well, I don't think anybody really gets upset, but I know that I get offered deals sometimes for Patrick Mahomes because, it gives him a lot of notoriety. And sometimes these advertisement companies call me out and say, hey, why don't you go ahead and talk about Patrick Mahomes for us while we're doing a Patrick Mahomes commercial?
It's all coming together now.
It really is. Now, we'll get you out of here on this. Chris, what's the deal with your son? And how did he get that job?
Did he actually earn that job, or what's going on?
Well, sometimes nepotism has its funny ways of, I'm not really going to go too much into that. I could get myself into trouble. But anyway, yeah, that's all I got.
Fair enough.
We hope you enjoy the off season. You playing a lot of golf? What is Chris Collinsworth doing in his spare time?
Well, hopefully I can get out to the bars with Patrick Mahomes and then maybe hit the golf balls a few times. But I don't know. Maybe I'll hit up Sam Darnold and see if he wants to have a beer or whatnot.
All right. Chris Collinsworth, everybody, joining the program. Can't thank you enough for coming on.
Thank you, Chris.
All
Appreciate it.
Thanks again, guys. Appreciate the opportunity.
We'll be back with more right after this. This episode of the Scott and Tim Sports Show is brought to you by Agree with Scott. That's right. Nobody ever agrees with me on this show. So if you would like to agree with Scott, send me a note. Send me something. Nobody ever agrees with me. So I'm calling out to see if anybody's out there that agrees with me on anything.
The problem is you're going to have to say something that people agree with first. That's going to be the issue. The issue isn't me and Mark or whatever.
We're just smarter
everybody
here.
texts me. Everybody's like, oh, I even Steve Hannon, the brand new listener, he's like, I agree with Tim. So if you want to agree with Scott, just send me somebody. That's brought to you by Agree with Scott, and we'll be back.
Let me know how that goes.
Yeah, I will. The phone's ringing off the hook. Okay, we're back. We're back, and we're gonna dig into. Big thanks to Chris Collinsworth for coming on. That was sweet.
That was large.
We're gonna go back into March Madness. I'm glad Tim was gone for most of it, but he did come for the second round. I think you saw some of it.
Few games. Few games.
The two greatest days in sports, Thursday and Friday.
Well, I saw some on Friday, and I saw some Saturday with you, a couple games. And yeah.
It's true. And now, by the way, he knows all of college basketball.
I'm an expert.
He's an aficionado. But the on your list here is NCAA tournament, no mid-majors for the second year in a row, only time ever. Thanks NIL. We have some text change going on.
We should say, Mark, we should be thanking Scott because he's defended the NIL and the transfer portal like vigorously for the last couple of years. So thanks, Scott. No mid-majors.
Yeah, this is the result of that, Scott. How do you feel? It's your system.
He's going to say, it's the equality and the pairing and the blah, 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 and the ratings.
You know what I say to you guys? Two things can be true. I absolutely do. I have some data.
Oh, I knew you'd bring some data.
But what if I told you two boneheads?
Aren't you sad that like the Davidsons and the Farley Dickinsons and all these schools that have been there before. What was that one MBU, like Massachusetts Business of Technology?
No, we had the 16 over the 1, the Virginia. Yeah. That was Maryland something.
I thought it was Massachusetts something.
But you know what I'm going to announce? Yes. So two things can be true. We'll handle them separately as we'd like to
handle them separately.
Okay. Number one, what if I told you this was actually one of the most exciting first two rounds in NCAA men's basketball history?
Well, based on what, though? What's your basis?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Mark, did you have something before I go into my data?
No, I have some data too. So
really?
All right.
First,
are we sparring data?
We'll see what your data is.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was one of the most exciting tournaments in history because count them, 8 buzzer beaters in the first two rounds. 8 buzzer beaters. That is more than almost any time in history. And in fact, in 2024, there were zero buzzer beaters. It was the most exciting, unbelievable first two rounds as far as the quality of the games. And by the way, Santa Clara, who's a mid-major, should have won. Got absolutely screwed by the official. They got it to overtime, and the guy didn't. He hits the 3 to go up by 1. The ref doesn't see the coach, who's now the new coach of ASU. He didn't see his timeout. He called the time screaming. There's video of him running, trying to chase the official down to call a timeout. In lieu of the Kentucky kid hits an unbelievable bank shot from half court to win the game.
That was terrible. That was a travesty. Those refs should all be fired, literally.
Now,
Well, that was Herb Sendek, former ASU basketball coach, not Randy.
I'm
Bennett.
sorry, you're right. Herb Sendek.
Oh.
Correct me on that. Thank you. That was the herbivore.
Second fact check, Scott. That's second fact check today.
I appreciate you. You guys got the St. Mary's guy, Bennett, right?
Randy Bennett, yes.
That's
That's a great topic.
It is a great topic for this Arizona podcast, which we are an Arizona podcast.
Well, yeah.
So
100%.
yes, this is the second year of the NIL. I agree 100%. In fact, I have stats as far as the NIL and the disparity there is between mid-majors and major conferences. At the same time, let me ask you two this. Who spent more money in the NIL era and did not even make the tournament?
Tell us.
Mark, do you have a guess?
And didn't make the tournament?
USC.
In fact, they haven't made the tournament 3 out of the last 4 years, and they've spent more than almost everybody.
What conference?
They're in the Big Ten. I can't handle it. Ladies and gentlemen, the answer to your question is the National Football NCAA champions, the Indiana Hoosiers. In basketball, they spent over $10 million. In fact, they have put almost more money into their basketball program total between NIL, salaries, facilities. They put $32 million into their basketball program, and they have not made the tourney 3 out of the 4 last year.
But that doesn't change the fact that none of the mid-majors are in. I mean, that's all well and good, great stats, it's cute and everything, but it doesn't change anything about the mid-majors not being in there.
Well,
because the NIL is all that money that people like Indiana are spending or stealing all the mid-major kids.
I knew you would say that. So listen to this.
Well, it's true. I'm just
the other part of this is a lot of mid-majors aren't mid-majors anymore. They've all gone to major conferences.
Some did, but there's still a bazillion mid-majors out there.
There is a bunch of mid-majors.
There's like hundreds of mid-majors out there.
So yes, Santa Clara, we were talking about that. You're right, the herbivores, they spent $2 million on their NIL, and the average in the Big Ten was $7 to $10 million.
They say you need to do about $10 million.
Yes, $7 to $10 million. Kentucky spent $21 million. Where did they get? Oh, they're out. They're not even getting to the Sweet 16. Mark?
Well, let's go back to Kentucky. That's a great point. Jaden Quinance, who was at ASU, top 5 recruit or whatever. He was a 5-star recruit. Goes to ASU for 1 year and then bails for more money. He goes to Kentucky. I think his NIL deal was $2 million. Blew out his ACL, didn't play. And how much money Kentucky spent alone and didn't make it. Michigan has. I think it's the transfer portal too.
Well, it's cool. They always go hand in hand.
Yes, the transfer portal, if you look at the data, Michigan has 6 players who transferred to their team. One who's probably the best player, Linda Moore, in the country. And because their coffers are big, he came from UAB, goes to Michigan, and that team is stacked. Texas, the second one that's got 6 transfers. What are they doing? They're probably the Cinderella, even though they're a blue blood.
I was just going to say this. Look at this. VCU 11 seed beat the 6 seed UNC, who fired Hubert Davis yesterday. So they're looking for a coach. That's a blue blood. They went out. Santa Clara, the 10, should have beaten Kentucky. We've talked about that. Texas, who was a play-in. They were on the bubble. They barely even made the tournament. I hate Sean Miller for his time at Arizona. He's a liar, and then doubled down. Even the FBI nailed him, and he was have to stay out for 2 years. I can't stand the man. But they win over a 6 seed BYU, and then they win again, and they beat Gonzaga, a 3 seed.
Yeah, they beat 2 mid-majors, basically.
And what about Nebraska? They've never won an NCAA tournament game in men's ever. That's ever.
Yeah, you know why they win? Because all these teams steal all the kids from the mid-majors. They're gone. You got to see the writing on the wall.
I do.
There.
That's what I'm saying. 2 things can be true.
Yeah.
NIL is this is the second year in a row, the first time, right, in 2 years that the mid-majors hasn't made a Sweet 16. Now, if I go back in history, we all are illusional. We delusional in the fact that we think these mid majors are amazing, but actually over time we don't really like the mid majors. In 2023, FDU went to the Final Four, and it was like crappy games.
Which is FDU?
That's Florida something or whatever.
Not
remember?
Farley Dickinson.
No, not Farley. Fairleigh Dickinson, I think, is one of those.
Well, you know me.
High Point, they win over Wisconsin, a 5 seed. Wisconsin, by the way, spent over $12 million. High Point spent $4 million as a private school in High Point, North Carolina. Nebraska, we talked about. Here's the other one. South Florida, 11 seed. They should have beat Louisville, which was a 6 seed. I can go back to Siena, who was the 6 seed. They had Duke on the road.
They did. They didn't sub anybody.
So anyway, the other big thing, and I'll end my little rant, and then I'll go to Mark, okay, is my Iowa Hawkeyes, which we talked about in the open, right? The Iowa Hawkeyes are a 9 seed.
Is this the team that you kept texting me over and over? They're not going to win. They're playing like shit. They have no chance of winning this game.
They shouldn't have won. They are not.
And I'm just like, hang on.
First-year head coach Ben McDowell, who came from Drake, who was doing 2 years ago or 3 years ago, he was a Division II coach, and he brings them from Drake. So how rare is it for a 9 seed Iowa to beat a number 1 seed Florida to go to the Sweet 16? How rare is it, Tim? How rare is it, Mark?
I'd say it's fairly rare.
It's not rare.
Unbelievably
It's not rare with the current transfer portal. They have 8 players who transferred to Iowa
from Drake. Have you been to Drake?
It doesn't matter where they still get all talent coming in and stealing other people's players. So
it's only happened 8 times since 1985.
Okay,
it's extraordinarily rare. And
this happens about once every 5 years.
Yeah, the only 8 times. There's a 9 seed upset the 1 seed. Now the 8 seed has happened 15 times, and then we kind of talked about that. The example of Florida Atlantic as a number 9 seed made the Final Four in 2023.
Well, I agree. There's been a bunch of mid majors that have been in the Final Four, like Davidson, and wasn't VCU in the Final Four a few years ago? And
yes, and then they had Shaka. Shaka was the coach, and we've had unbelievable.
I think Butler was in the Final Four.
Xavier's been there. Yes. Yeah. So I'm going to agree with you. I agree. I admit it. I raise my hand. Whatever you want to say, the NIL is absolutely changed the landscape. 100%. Doesn't mean that they're technically, whatever you want to define a Cinderella, that the tournament wasn't good and that there weren't unbelievably exciting games. And I was totally into it. It was phenomenal.
It doesn't mean the tournament wasn't good, but I think the overall masses out there want to see these Cinderella teams.
They do until they get to the Final Four. Then they want to see the good teams.
Do they?
They do, actually.
Okay.
Because back in 23, everybody was complaining that we had shitty basketball, that these little mid majors, the talent level wasn't there.
I don't know. From my standpoint, I'd love to see a mid major in the Final Four every year
and win it all.
Not win it all necessarily, but get there. It's Cinderella story.
Yes.
March Madness. That's why it's called March Madness.
I would say a majority of fans would love to see a Cinderella win it all. If you're not the fan of the team who wins it and the perennial powerhouses, like seeing Tom Brady win over and over again with the New England Patriots or Patrick Mahomes over and over again with the Chiefs. No one likes to see the same team win over and over again, except for the fans of that team. And to root for Cinderella broadens the audience, surely. My wife, when that freaking school in Chicago with the sister Mary.
Yeah, Loyola Chicago. Sister Jean passed away, by the way.
Yeah, she did. God rip her. God bless her.
God bless her.
And she, my wife was interested in basketball at that time. Watching that team go all the way. So I do think, I love the upsets. I agree with you. First, second round were great games. But I would say that people like seeing the underdog go all the way. And
agree.
I agree. 100%. And I agree with you guys. I do agree with you guys. I just think the money is the money. You're not going to stop the NIL train. It ain't stopping. It is reality.
And stop the transfer train. Stop the transfer train.
There again, if you look at the point differential going into the Sweet 16, if you look at the parity in college basketball, who's going to win? What are the odds? Go look at the odds maker and say who's going to win. It's actually, there's more parity in college basketball in men's Division I today than there's been in many years. So that's the part. There's goods and bads to the transfer portal. I think they have rules now. Basketball, they actually put rules. You can't just take people whenever you want. So I'm not. Two things can be true, is what I'm saying.
Okay, we'll give you that.
Thank you. God. By the way, you can call me anytime. Agree with Scott.
The phones are ringing off the hook now. You can't believe
Agree
it.
with Spot. Now, let me just wrap this one in a bow to my irritation of I'm an adopted university. So first of all, Iowa is on the low mark. They didn't even spend like $6.5 million to get the team they got. Okay. There's certain teams in the Big Ten, 6 to 10 million, but there's some spending a lot more. Here's my other point. The University of Washington here, the Huskies, Danny Sprinkle bits. He spent $7.5 million on garbage, on dreck, on absolute nothing, because he can't. I don't believe he can coach. If you look at the Arizona State Sun Devils, my alma mater, which Mark knows how much I root for. Fork 'em.
So you did go to Arizona State. I can never remember.
And they finally fired Bobby Hurley. Mark Hyland, take yourself on mute. How long have I been saying they should fire Bobby Hurley?
Well, he was there 11 years, probably 11 years. You've been
Was he there that long? Jeez.
At least 5 years. I've been calling for his firing 5 years.
Every single week, Scott has been chiming in on, you got to get rid of this guy. Yes, I'll give you that.
Kyler Murray.
I agree with you, Scott.
Well, because I looked this up. Arizona State, they were so bad. Guess how much they spent in NIL?
$3 million.
Nothing. They spent nothing.
You're kidding.
No, because they went to Europe and they're like, we don't really have any money. We sucked. We're going to fire Bobby. He's in the last year of his contract. So why would we spend any money?
They really didn't spend any?
They spent like $1 million or something. Like it was nothing. Absolutely nothing. And this is my
too, and almost won the Maui Invitational.
Yeah. So what fires me up about that, and you can look at Washington State, okay? Gonzaga now is going to the Pac-12. There's a bunch of schools actually that I wrote down that are actually leaving their conferences and they're going to bigger conferences because of the NIL to compete. Agreed.
Well, NIL, the TV revenue.
Yes. But this is my thing. We're in Seattle, Washington. We have some of the best basketball talent in the world. Phoenix, Arizona. How many people live there? 7 million, 8 million during the spring and winter?
It's huge.
Probably that. 5 million for sure. 5 million on average.
It's top 10 city. And you guys.
It's the fifth biggest city behind Philly.
Yeah. And you guys have nothing for your basketball. This is a travesty. This is absolutely unacceptable to me when these teams should be in the tourney. They should be in the tourney.
That's why they hired Randy Bennett.
I mean, have either of you been to the beautiful plains of Ames, Iowa ever?
Negative.
You think it's hard to recruit to Washington State? Imagine Ames, freaking Iowa. You think you're in the middle of nowhere of the Palouse? Ames, Iowa is next to absolute nothing.
Well, I think Pullman can compete with that pretty well.
It actually could. It could.
I mean, there ain't nothing. I mean, yeah, you're an hour and a half from Spokane, and Spokane's not like a metropolis.
Iowa State reasonably could get to the Final Four. Might have a chance to win it all. I don't know. They're really, really good. They spent $6.2 million.
It happens. I mean, look, Gonzaga's been to the Final Four. How many? They're a tiny little school, 5,000 students.
They've been to the championship twice. They've been to the Sweet 16 14 times.
Look at you with this. Wow, that's a little bit of Rain Man there.
People have been ripping on Gonzaga. And I'm like, how could you rip on Gonzaga? They can't win the big one. Well, they've been there a lot.
There's a whole bunch of schools that haven't won the big one.
And to your point,
I would take that.
Yeah, I would take that in a heartbeat. The other remarkable thing is, you've been to Gonzaga. It's nothing.
It's tiny.
It's tiny, and it's not even that nice.
No, it's not. I mean, it's decent, but it's
like
kind
a neighborhood.
Once you get outside of Gonzaga, you're down like Spokane with a bunch of sketchy people.
It's just there's nothing there. The fact that Mark Few has built that up, which I think, by
amazing.
the way, I think Mark Few's done. I think he's given his last.
He looked a little frail. He's looking old.
I think he's just over it.
Yeah.
I just don't think he wants it anymore.
So that's
Well,
why
it's hard these days too. Gonzaga's moving into a new conference too.
Pac-12. Yeah, you should listen to the show. It's catching on.
And well, I was going back to your point that the West Coast Conference, which Randy Bennett just left at St. Mary's, Gonzaga's leaving the West Coast Conference too. I mean, the conferences are getting weaker, the mid-major conferences for sure. Just like Tim said, GCU left the WAC where they were kicking ass in the WAC, and now they're getting their butts kicked in the Mountain West. But they moved because of the money.
Yeah, Cincinnati gone. Houston, they're now in the Big 12. UCF, BYU, SMU, and now Gonzaga all left the mid majors.
Yep.
And
Washington State, well, they almost consider right now, they consider Washington State a mid major.
Which is pathetic. And again, I know why they kept his coach. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's terrible.
Oh yeah, they're horrible.
They're terrible. If you get the right guy, I'm telling you, you can make something.
The problem is they had the right guy. People leave. They just had a deal that they showed like the number one schools in the country, and Wazoo's number one for developing talent and having their players
quarterbacks.
Leave.
Was it quarterbacks or was it just
it's
overall?
Both basketball, football, everything.
Now because I don't want to disparage the women's tournament, which by the way, you're not doing well in either bracket.
Well, the women's I didn't know I didn't fill out a bracket. I didn't get the message on the women's. No wonder
you're not doing well.
Yeah.
Our men's though, it's not.
Hey, I was not last though.
Now, shout out to you. You went with Illinois winning it all, which is a bold move, Cotton.
Well, I tried to go a little different than everybody else. I mean, I could pick Duke and I'd be the same as everybody else.
I think Duke. Let's take a break, but I first of all, we can spend a few minutes on the women's because I've been deep into the women's as well. There actually has been some good games. My Iowa Hawkeyes lost in a heartbreaker yesterday. That was
terrible.
It's terrible. Absolutely.
Chit Chat Wright got put in the game and just absolutely.
She's our star point guard.
She was that's like the worst performance I've ever seen in an overtime.
Is that her name? Chit Chat
Right. She came in and started turning the ball over, fouling, missing all her free throws, and she's like a 90% free throw shooter. She couldn't hit a free throw to save her life, missing 3-pointers.
Oh, everybody. They played they played terrible. They were up 9 in the fourth. They should have won. That was depressing. I was so pissed off after that loss. Just terrible.
I'm gonna have 0 to contribute to that, so that'll be a quick segment.
Yeah, I know. Women, we don't watch women. There's no women. Women folk.
Oh, Scott the ratings are up 7% over last year. What are you talking about?
The ratings are killing it right now. They're killing it right now. All right, we'll take a break. More. We'll talk about a little of that, and we'll get into some other things. We still have a bunch of stuff. NFL, a lot of things going on. Your Seattle Seahawks, huge signing. I got data on. Is this going to kill us? Are we back to FFR? We're paying too much for somebody, and we can't do anything else.
Could be. Stay tuned.
Well, hello there. This is Squid Mondale, and you're listening to the Scott and Tim Sports Show.
All right, we're back. I'm calmed down a little bit.
Are you? Because it seems like you're still a little fired up.
You went at me again.
I can't let you off the hook.
The other thing that is happening, which I think is interesting, and it supports your guys' argument. And again, the NIL is crazy town. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's out of control.
Thank you.
Period. What's also making it, I think, is interesting in basketball, the mid-majors also used to win because they had the old guys.
Well, that's why they won. It's senior leadership.
Yes.
And they have, when you had good seniors, they didn't have to worry about them getting swiped every year.
But then the majors, they had the young ones, the one and dones, and they had the youngs.
Yeah.
Well, this has shifted over the last 2.5, 3 years. So now the big D1, the big major markets, they have the old guys because they're transferring and they're paying them and they have incentive to stay.
And people don't have the incentive to be as much incentive to be one and dones anymore.
And the mid majors are now young. Yeah. They don't have the old.
That's why the reason the mid majors did so well is senior leadership. When you got 4 or 5 guys on your team that are seniors, they've been playing together for 4 or 5 years. They're really good.
Now, we've had 2 years without a mid-major in the Sweet 16. I don't know if I'm going there completely that we're never going to see a mid-major. And
I don't think
because
I'm not saying
some of these games, a ball bounces one way or a ref makes a call, and we do have a mid-major in the Sweet 16.
Well, yeah, but
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I think, but again, I'm going to go back to where we were arguing it. I think the majority of Americans want to see these.
Of course.
Well, you were saying that they really don't.
We love the underdog.
Okay, well, you were saying that America really wants to see the good teams, but they really want to see mid majors get in there.
But if you again,
this is where your phone's not going to be going off the hook on the agree with Scott.
Wouldn't you hate to be BYU? They spent $7 million on the top recruit, AJ Dispenza, I think is how you say
I got
it.
sucked into the BYU. I picked him, and I got to say,
I picked him
They screwed
too.
me too.
He had a great game. The rest of his team didn't have a good game. He's one and done. $7 million goodbye because they thought they'd get probably to the Sweet 16 or Elite 8. With
Is your mic on, by the way? Are you still talking through your mic? Because you sound all of a sudden.
Hello.
He sounds okay.
Okay, he sounds all right. You know what? I was pissed about that, but I can't imagine how upset you were being half Mormon.
Oh, I would. Yes. Yes. I was upset.
BYU's done. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody, that was very frustrating. Let's go to the women's tournament, which actually again, talked about the Iowa game, but overall, it goes ebbs and flows. We don't have Juju.
For like 2 years.
She's missed this entire year.
And did she miss a lot of last year?
No,
too?
she got hurt right before the tournament, and she's been out the whole year. We don't have as many. We have Flau'jae Johnson, who's fantastic. We have we have Connecticut. My whole point of this is Connecticut is by far the best team in the women's bracket. It's not even close. They should, other than maybe UCLA will give them a shot because they have a 6'7" center. It's UConn all the way.
I hate them.
They just win every freaking time. It's ridiculous.
And Gino
He's got 12 nationals championships.
I can't stand the guy.
Ozzy Fudd, you're talking about.
Ozzy Fudd, thank you. And they have some other ones. They have some incredible phenoms. They're just so much better than everybody else. I don't see anything else happening in that tournament.
Well, would you want to go to a school where you have the best chance of going to the WNBA? He's got the best selling point. I win championships. I breed WNBA players. Do you want to be rich? Come here. You'll be successful.
Yeah, he's definitely got a huge recruiting advantage. Huge.
Duke, Arizona, all the blue bloods, Michigan, that get the men's players. They're doing the exact same thing. I think
you do have in your list Clark named as the MVP of the USA team.
Yeah, that was a token to you so you could talk a little women's basketball. But Clark, what I also said was too bad she couldn't make the Olympic team. But she's only MVP here of the USA
you
team.
just won't let that one go.
No, I'm not letting that one go. Not letting that one go.
Hey, I had this in the bonus or whatever. Congratulations. We are going to see WNBA basketball this year because it got dicey. The collective bargaining agreement, they did come to an agreement. I think the average $850,000 salaries on the average is going to be up to like 2 or 3 million, I think, for the top players.
Is it going to be that much?
Yeah, I believe is what I read.
Oh, it's up like 4 times.
Though. No, it's huge. It's massive.
Wonder who you have to thank for that.
Caitlin.
One person.
Clack.
One person.
So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about WNBA. And I did watch USA team in this. I don't even know.
I watched a little bit of that.
Yeah, they crushed and they're beating teams by 90. But it's fun to see the superstars, Paige Buckets. You got Caitlin Clark. You got your girl, Angel Reese. I know how you love it.
She's not a superstar.
She's not.
God, you guys are such
She's
haters.
an Instagram model or something or other.
Well,
that's
She's they were jiving. That team is unbeatable. I can just tell you that. You want to move into the World Baseball Classic?
Why not? It's on the list.
Ratings, by the way, over 10 million, the biggest ratings. It's not even close, actually, that final championship game.
Oh, it was huge.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the underdog there. Venezuela's the underdog there. It was supposed to be Japan, USA.
Yeah.
Japan got beat.
Yeah.
Dominican.
Italy, they were undefeated going into their last round.
Well, they kicked the Americans' butts, but and the only defense I have on that is that whole entire team isn't from Italy. They're all from like America.
That was a transfer portal.
Yeah, that was a total. That's a great analogy.
And we had Calzone. We had our guy, Mariner guy.
I don't know. I think it's a little ridiculous. It's supposed to be countries against countries, and people can just pick oh yeah, I feel like playing for Italy. That to me is stupid.
The Puerto Ricans were all Puerto Ricans, the Venezuelans, the Dominicans, these are all like really,
Correct.
They were serious. It is such a big deal there. We were so into that, the World Baseball Classic. We were so into it because the crowds were insane. It was intense, unbelievable. It was so fun. And then Venezuela, our guy, Eugenio Suarez comes up with a big banger.
Came up big. The problem with the USA team was like the Mariners. They're just bats went completely silent during the whole tournament. I mean, they were getting like 2 runs a game, and they had they had Aaron Judge. Cal Riley couldn't pee a drop out there. The guy went like 0 for 20 or something.
Play. He did so bad.
He didn't play because they had to bench him. He was bad. He was bad. That's why he didn't play.
I know.
Couldn't get a hit to save his life.
I actually was happy about that.
Yeah, I was fine with it where you don't want him to get hurt.
Yeah, I don't want him playing. I don't want to use it up.
No,
I don't want battery life to be used.
But I got the team. They had a power team, and they just couldn't score any runs.
No, they couldn't.
Our pitching was fine.
It's great, but
I think that the pitching could have been even better if they would have allowed more innings from those pitchers. But they didn't want to burn them out. The regular season.
Skeens only did 1 inning on 1 game. I mean, they shut everybody down because the leagues or the teams wouldn't let them. They had insurance policies on some of these guys worth $1 zillion. The teams put out on these players if they got hurt, because Diaz got hurt last time. The Mets reliever, our old guy, Edwin Diaz.
Yeah, he
was out the rest of the year after the World Baseball Classic.
That's why a lot of players didn't get to play for their teams, like really good players, because they couldn't get the insurance policies.
At the same time, even you saw Bryce Harper. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Venezuela, that was such a huge deal to that country. Now, if we win the World Baseball Classic, it's nice. Everyone will be excited, but it's not like the entire country's on their ear.
No, it's not.
It's not like the 4 nations. It's not like the USA against Canada hockey.
No.
It's not like that. Venezuela, they shut down the country.
Oh,
it's a national holiday.
It means it means a lot more to it's kind of like the Ryder Cup. For some reason, it means more to the Europeans than it does to the USA people.
And it was cool. Bryce Harper went back out when they were celebrating and just gave a hug to everybody and kind of cheered them on, because he was like, man, they're just loving this shit.
Yeah, it's
a lot of the Americans went out.
It's a once in a lifetime thing for them.
Yes. Anyway, I thought it was great. 10 plus million, 7.5 million on the semifinal. Huge rating.
Gears a little bit here. What the hell happened with Cal Riley?
Yeah, that's what I have it.
And Randy Rosarina.
Cal Riley.
Riley.
Randy and Cal, the big blow up. That actually, the Mariners were the story of the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah, they had a lot of players.
I'm sure you were gone, so you missed it.
Thank you.
Here's what happened. Randy came up to bat. Cal was catching. Randy made a gesture to try and give him a little dap him up, shake his hand, a little fist bump, something. And Cal gave him the highs and gave him the complete just totally ignored him. Yeah, ignored him. Nothing.
Now, apparently, one of the stories I heard was Cal said that before, like, hey, once we start this, we're not teammates anymore or something, and like we're up playing for different teams. I'm not shaking their hands.
And the manager for the U.S. team, Mark DeRosa, I think there was other stories that was a team thing. Like they said, hey, we're going to be competitive. We're inside the lines. We know all these guys are our friends and our teammates back in the MLB, but we're not gonna play that game. We're going to be competitors, and we're not going to do that. Now, Mark DeRosa is so good on television. He should never have that job again. He's horrible. Did you hear about all the mistakes he made?
Oh yeah. He didn't do him any favors, that's for sure. He couldn't pick the lineup for some reason, couldn't hit. He didn't have any chemistry in the lineup.
How about understanding the tournament you're in? How about you going like, oh, we don't really need to win this one. We're in for sure.
Yeah, that's right. He didn't even know that he needed to win.
Not so fast. And then he's like, guys are out. We're running a little slow today. People are just hungover.
And then the other thing he did is he didn't realize that Japan needed to beat Italy, or some team needed to beat Italy for him to. There was a couple mistakes he made, and he was clueless.
Dude,
But okay, so back to the Cal thing.
Yes.
So then what, Randy like blew him up and cussed him out or something?
After post game, he went off. He spoke in all his native language, American. He was pissed about it. Randy or Cal, they tried to talk to him. He's like, it's good. I love Randy. I sent him, I already talked to him. We're good. I'm really not going to answer any questions, which has also just made it more awkward between them. And then Randy goes back to the Mariners, back to Palm Springs after this team's out, the Mexican team's out. And he's like not talking to reporters about it. He's still butthurt about it until like 3 days ago.
Yeah, and then he finally released a statement before that, but it said like nothing. I can't remember what it was. It didn't
the Mariners are probably like, Randy, this is a problem. You need to have a PR statement. So he said, I'm sorry, he's my brother. We're teammates. We're going to go on. Now, we'll see if this becomes an issue down the road.
I don't think it will be.
I don't either.
Yeah.
And then Josh Naylor, the other Mariner, he goes up completely goofing on it and goes to act like he wants to give a high five to Cal, and Cal disses him. And Cal before texted him like, don't try and dap me up.
Yeah.
And Josh was just goofing around. The post game, Josh was just laughing about it.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, he took it well.
Is he on the Canadian team?
Yes.
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fair. He's from Canada, so that all makes sense.
Oh yeah. He's from Canada.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Oh, you're a Holzer, eh? Oh, look, the Great White North, eh?
Scott's cut off after 2 beers.
I know. Yes. That was a great bit. So World Baseball Classic was great. We have the Mariners, Los Marineros, opening night, Thursday night. How excited are you?
I'm getting there. I don't watch sports anymore, but I'm trying to get there.
Have you signed up for Mariners TV yet?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Root is gone.
I forgot. What is it going to be? How do you get it now?
$100 bill
for the whole season?
For the whole season.
You make that in what, 60 seconds?
Are you kidding? I have no soap. I got no shampoo. I got no napkins. We got no dish soap. It's all watered down. I'm like little sisters of the poor here.
And you're drinking watered down beer. I mean,
I know.
It's horrible.
Times are tough. I'm paying my hundo. Actually, I'm splitting it with the kid. Avery and I are splitting it. I'm gonna stream it on Mariners TV. Now, a lot of markets have this problem. St. Louis Cardinals, a lot of people. The Mariners are one of them. Are you gonna go to any games this year? Actually, you're never in town. So
I'm definitely gonna try to go to some games.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Are you gonna get the nachos in a ferry? Did you see that?
I did see that.
A ferry boat?
No, because you know how I am with that fake cheese that you and Mindy like.
I love it.
Can't. That stuff. No. Can't do it.
I love it. It's so good.
Yeah, it is so good.
Now, you guys, deadly. You understand that we're recording Tuesday on the 24th of March. 25th is opening night. Do you understand where that ball game, the Yankees and the Giants
are they playing in Japan or something, or where are they playing?
Do you know where you're going to be able to see that game?
Where?
Netflix.
They got the opening night?
Opening night is on Netflix.
Really?
Yes.
Netflix is for real.
And guess who's going to be part of the announcing and commentary crew?
Scott Oshman?
This is going to be blow you away.
Who?
Barry Bonds.
Are you kidding me? Stop.
He is part of the network.
How much training did they have to do with him?
Did he even speak?
It was the cream. It was the cream.
It was the clear. Well, it was flaxseed oil.
Barry Bonds has been hired.
He's got the personality of a 2x4.
Well, he was with the media. He hated the media. Now he's part of the media.
Yeah, he despised the media.
Yes. Well, we've seen this. What about, our boy Bill Belichick?
Well, Chris Peterson's a great example for the Huskies. Hated the media, but then he joins them.
So Barry Bonds, Netflix, tomorrow night. You're going to see it live. Is
he the analyst?
He is an analyst. He's also, they have the home run derby now. They have certain exclusive.
Netflix got the home run derby?
Yes.
Really?
I got Netflix stocks. It's going up now. It was going down because of the Warner Brothers acquisition, but now it's...
God, I looked at my Netflix bill. I think I'm paying like $25 a month for Netflix. I think I have the fantasy package or something.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
Everything around here.
Good Lord. It's like...
Is that the porn channel? What's the fantasy package?
I don't... I don't know what the fantasy package is, but I'm getting charged for it.
Yeah, so Netflix has that. And in fact, you're going to be just kind of changing around. Sunday Night Baseball is no longer on ESPN.
That's on
What?
It's on NBC.
Wow.
God, if I wasn't
how much
here,
did
people would have no idea.
Well,
where to
you're
find
all
anything.
about the ratings and everything.
How much did
rating.
how much did they pay for that?
God,
They paid a lot of money, but they got a great crew. NBC's going to do a great crew. Jason Benetti is going to be your play-by-play guy, and they're going to actually use local analysts for the local team as his color commentary analyst for each week.
oh, interesting.
smart.
Okay.
So they're doing a Dodgers game, and Oral Hershiser is going to be the analyst for the first week.
Well, and Netflix has stepped up on the NFL too, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
They're getting a bunch of games.
Yeah, they got games in all over the world.
Yeah.
In Brazil.
Yeah. In fact, the Seahawks are opening. Aren't they opening up on like a Wednesday?
I think so.
Yeah, they're like the first. Now the freaking NFL is occupying Wednesday as a time slot. Come on.
They would play every. Are you going to watch? Talk about rest in peace, Al Messina, the great my father-in-law, Al Messina. He's the only guy who watched every United Football League game ever, every XFL game. He loved spring football. Are you going to watch any of that?
No.
No, you're not home, so that's really
That's
not
true.
a fair question. Mark, are you going to watch it?
I watch any football. That's why.
My wife is like, "Who's going to watch this?" I'm like, "Sadly, 1.5 million to 2 million people every week."
There is actually.
So, what were we
All
talking about?
We were talking about.
Well, we're going to go
I
to the
don't
Nat.
know.
We're talking about baseball.
Yeah.
The Mariners, they're picked to win the West.
Well, they kind of every year they're right there.
This bothers me.
Are they? You think they're better than they were last year? Or
Everybody's
it seems
real
like they
hyped
haven't
on them.
done too much at all this whole offseason.
Right. Well, they have. You haven't been around.
Thank you.
Donovan Solano, they've got him, or Donovan. Did I get that wrong? I think I got that wrong. Anyway, they've made some actual decent acquisitions. Logan's going to start. He's going to be our number one starter. Logan Gilbert is going to be the number one starter. Shout out Mariner Baseball for their commercials. Funny as shit. They used to do such great commercials. They're back. They got two of them that are so funny about all the babies. They're great. Do the Diamondbacks do good commercials, if nothing else, Mark?
They don't spend a lot of money in the marketplace at all.
Really?
Now, the one thing about the Diamondbacks is they show their games on regular TV. So Channel 12 down here has a lot of their games. Like they have the opening game in 2 days, Thursday at the Dodgers. They have, I think, the home opener against the Detroit Tigers. So you get to see that on over-the-air TV. You don't have to do that on streaming, which is a huge benefit. They do it at Suns games. They're all on over-the-air TV.
That's because you're Ritzy Titsy owner.
Matt Ishbia, yeah.
Ishbia.
So they do not spend a lot of money in the marketplace on pub at all.
Well, they have great commercials. Everyone's excited. I'm nervous. Bryce Miller's hurt. He's going to start the season on the injured
He was
reserve.
hurt a lot of last year,
He
wasn't he?
He's got some other stuff. I mean,
he's going to start the year that way.
yes.
What happens during the off season is supposed to when you're supposed to get healthy.
He had tightness.
Oh,
He had tightness.
I got every time I get out of bed, I got a bunch of tightness. I don't get to call in sick.
He was in spring training. He has some tightness. He got a little tightness. They don't want to watch it. But we should be really, really good. We should be very good. We lost some people, but we should be very, very good. I'm sorry to see Gino go, but that's okay. He's back with the Reds. He was, he's boomer bust. I love him.
Yeah.
I love him. We miss the vibes.
What's your division look like? How's your division
everyone
stack up?
again, the preseason stuff again. There's like it's us and the Astros again. I don't know that anybody's really that excited about the California Angels. Or
Yeah,
then
for
we have the Athletics.
Where are they going to be playing?
They're still in Sacramento.
This whole year they're in Sacramento?
I believe
Yeah.
so. Yes.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, Las Vegas is not ready yet, but they I mean, the Diamondbacks are still in the toughest division in baseball, and
100%.
LA's still spending loads of dollars. Got the top free agent this year. Spent $500 billion or whatever on that guy.
Yeah, they've
the
got
Giants.
aren't they at like a $2 billion payroll now or something?
Yeah, it's sick.
It's ridiculous.
And the Giants spend money and the Padres spend money. So the poor Diamondbacks, who said they weren't going to spend a lot of money this year, they don't have a left-handed reliever in their bullpen this year.
What happened to our guy, Paulie?
Oh yeah, he's back as our
Stewart, Paulie Bag of Donuts.
They signed him to a 1-year deal as their closer because they have no money. He sucks. They have no lefty relievers, guys.
That's not good.
No.
my
Now, but
gosh.
if they stayed healthy last year, they would have made a better run. They had a chance. They almost made the playoffs last year.
Yeah, and they blew 29 games by their bullpen. 29.
Ooh,
And
brutal.
they didn't even upgrade it this year. They downgraded it.
Well, not only does he live in a desert, it's a sports desert.
Well, speaking of the living in the desert and us being an Arizona podcast, I'd be remiss if we didn't bring up that you've got Gardner Minshew now as your starting quarterback. Congrats!
Wow, an hour and 5 minutes it took him, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I forgot about it.
That's
I have it
honestly
on the list.
You've got stamina.
Thank you. But congrats! I think you guys are a playoff contender now.
Well, they rank. Pro Football Focus ranks free agency for every single team. They were ranked, I think, 30 out of 32. And because Minshew got signed within 5 minutes of free agency opening, they think he's going to be the savior that's going to back up Jacoby Brissett. This is ridiculous.
Back up! No, I think he's going to be the starter.
You think Gardner?
I think Gardner Minshew is going to be starting game one.
The report was that Jacoby Brissett is the starter. I'm sorry to break that news in your home. That's rude of me, and I take that on the chin.
I'm actually a little offended.
Am I going to get kicked out now or later?
I'll give you 5 more minutes. But Minshew starter.
Mark, what do you think?
No. Jacoby
Brissett. Come on.
He played really well last year compared to Kyler Murray.
Compared to Kyler, who do you have to compare him to?
They did not win a lot of games with Jacoby, but the offense looked so much better than with Kyler.
In Gardner's defense, over 30-yard passes, I think he has a 22% accuracy.
Meaning what?
He can't throw the ball.
Oh, that's not.
Gardner can't throw the ball.
How is that in his defense?
That was a sarcastic defense.
Also offensive.
Are you going to be watching? So you might have to sign up to some way to watch Cardinal games this year, so you can see.
I'll
Gardner.
probably get my 17th Gardner Minshew jersey that I got like a whole closet full of them. He's been on like every team in the NFL.
I'm going to put those up someday. I'm going to actually go get those. I'm going to get those framed and put them up at the Boyle Theater.
Thank you.
So you're reminded by your Gardner Minshew. We should take a break and then come back, and we do have the National Football League to talk about, don't we?
Yeah, we started to talk about him, but yeah.
I mean, we got Seahawks, we got JSN, Jackson Smith, and Jigba.
Yep.
Signed the biggest contract. He's the number one paid receiver in the National Football League.
Don't give everything away. We got to come back to something.
Is that going to screw the Seahawks? Your Super Bowl champions. Are we done? Is it over?
That's your tease.
When we come back.
This is producer Mark, and you're listening to Scott and Tim Sports Show and Shibuya Sports.
Do you have any other Japanese?
Shinjuku.
He almost. Are you okay? You almost passed out on that. Okay, we're back.
Are we? Where's Mark?
Mark has left the building. He'll be back in a second.
He'll be back. All right. Where are we at?
Well, the Seahawks have been busy. They had the biggest signing. They now have JSN. They paid him a shit ton of money.
It's like averaging like $42 million a year or something.
Yes.
He's the highest paid wide receiver in the history of the NFL.
And I like their timing because now the enemy, Puka Nacua, who I used to love and now I can't stand.
Hate the guy.
They wanted to do it before because he's going to resign.
Yeah, now he's going to, hopefully he wants more money than JSN.
No, yeah. No,
hope,
exactly.
That's the hope, because then that's going to take all that money from the Rams. I'm okay. Here's why I'm okay with this signing, because they really did an extension. So they added to his 2 years. So really by the time this, like year 3, 4, 5, that money, that $42 million isn't going to be as much as it was today.
Funny you bring that up, Tim.
Thank you.
I've got data.
Oh, good. Let's hear it. Oh, we got Mark back.
Mark's back. Welcome to the program, producer Mark. Actually, this is a team-friendly deal. Couple little macro things to just understand about when we see these numbers that are so crazy in the NFL, which aren't as crazy as the NBA, by the way.
True.
But
well, the NBA has only got like 10 people to pay.
their salaries are ridiculous.
Yeah, stupid.
So the salary cap in 2026 is going up to $301.2 million.
From what?
That's a $22 million increase.
Okay, so that's like paying a whole nother star player.
So JSN actually, because great point on you, because his extension, his deal has another year, but it's an extension,
This
right? So
year
it's
and
actually a
next year.
6-year deal.
Yeah, 6-year deal.
So
yeah.
in 2026, the cap hit is only $10.4 million.
Yeah, which that's not bad at all.
That's 3.4% of the total salary cap.
Thank you.
That's not bad.
No.
That's not going to kill you. That's not going to ruin the team. So he's 3.4. Then in 2027, he goes to 15.6 million. That's a 4.8% hit to the cap. And it goes up from there, 32.9. It really starts ballooning not till 2030. It's $48.3 million, which is about 12% of the current cap.
Yeah, but the thing is that cap's going to keep going up. So that's really not going to punish you that much.
$50.3 million in 2031, which will be 11.5% of the current cap, but the cap's going to go up, to your point.
So that might only be 6 or 7% of the cap.
But Rashid Saheed, they signed him. Darnold's got 1 year on his deal.
And we've got him kind of on a sweetheart deal.
We
too.
do. The other big thing that they're going to have to do, I mean, as you're hearing this, they already signed it, is Witherspoon. He's up for an extension.
Yeah,
they're going to get him done. He's probably going to be the highest paid defensive back in the league.
If they can do the same type of thing, because he came in with JSN.
I believe so.
No, he did.
He was the number 5 pick.
Yeah.
I still don't like the number 5
Witherspoon was the 5.
Yeah.
And then JSN, they got him in like the 3rd round.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But Trent McDuffie just signed the biggest cornerback contract, I believe, with the Rams. Mark, is that right? With the Rams?
That is. He signed with the Rams. They actually traded for him, which is a crock of crap. Well, for my Cardinals, that didn't do jack crap in free agency.
But he kind of Shohei Ohtani'd this. I mean, again, it's not going to hurt the cap this year. By the way, the Seahawks had one of the biggest caps room coming in 26 of any team in the league. So I feel better about that. But I get worried because we went through this when they won in 2013, is they had to pay everybody, and then we turned into shit.
That's the secret formula the Seahawks have had, is they've gotten all these people for they're basically playing for way under their value because they're still on rookie contracts, or they got lucky. They somehow got lucky with Sam Darnold.
Now they only have 4 picks coming up in this draft today, as we record this.
Hopefully they'll do some trading.
Yeah. So
you're paying that wide receiver. Obviously, for regular season stats, he had 1,800 yards, I think, receiving, because he didn't do that much in the Super Bowl at all. And, very rarely do wide receivers ever win you a Super Bowl. Looking back in history, I was looking back in the last 30 years. Cooper Kupp, Julian Edelman, Deion Branch, and Hines Ward were MVPs of the Super Bowl. So,
Mark, I'm going to give you one slight pass because you didn't know this. You do not ever mention Julian Edelman's name on this podcast ever.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
That is a bad name.
He killed us. But yes, go ahead. You're right.
He killed a lot of people.
No, he killed a lot of people. You're absolutely
so
right.
So you're paying him to get you to the playoffs because, very rarely does a wide receiver defense, a running game, and a small hands quarterback will get you a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think Jerry Rice had a Super Bowl where he just blew the numbers out of the field and Montana got it over him.
Probably. What's funny is Cooper Kupp, who everybody dissed when we got him because he's old and he can't play anymore. He actually had more meaningful catches in the Super Bowl than JSN did.
Yeah, true. But during the whole season, Kupp was pretty quiet.
Yeah, but he came in big,
He did.
right?
When we
he
needed
also apparently is like another coach. Like he has a bigger impact off the field than anything else. When you start paying everybody the highest paid, I mean, I don't like where this is going.
Well, it works for the Dodgers.
Well, that's true.
They don't have a salary cap, though.
That's true.
We do.
I just don't like where this is going.
No, it's not my favorite thing.
And not next year. The next year after that, you're going to have to pay small hands. I don't know what they're doing with the quarterback. Jalen
Milroe.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Milroe.
I think he'll be getting prepped.
Are you okay with Kenneth Walker was traded to the Kansas City
that on
Chiefs?
my list.
Yeah, are you okay?
He was
with that?
traded. I thought he was traded. I thought he got signed in free agency.
Oh, he got signed. Excuse me. I apologize. See, God, that's the third fact check. Jesus Christ, Mark. Ring the fucking bell. Mark Highland, he'll be here all week. Try the veal.
That's why the Seahawks are pinpointing a running back in the draft right now.
Well, we got Charbonnet. The problem here's the issue I had with it. Walker and Charbonnet were kind of a good yin and yang because one of them seemed to always be hurt. And when Walker was hurt, Charbonnet was healthy. And it seemed like it was a good yin yang. So I'm a little worried about that.
Well, they got this Wilson guy. I don't even know where they got him from, but they picked some Wilson kid up. I don't know. That's terrible prep on my part.
Emmanuel Wilson.
Thank you.
Thank
you, Mark. God, you are really producing hard tonight. You know what? God, give him a raise.
I am prepped.
He was from Green Bay, was he?
Hell, I don't know. I know that was one of their pickups.
Don't expect miracles. But anyway, no, I'm not happy that he went to the Chiefs, but I'm much happier he went to the Chiefs and like the Rams or something.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the Chiefs getting a lot better.
I don't either, but you just know they're going to come back. It's just about a health situation with them. You just know they're going to be there. Tons of people changing around. What's the Cardinal? You guys are excited about the Cardinals?
No, they didn't make any significant.
What do you mean? You got your 70? You got LaFleur. You got the nepotism LaFleur. You got the 17th. You know, if you're related to somebody, you get a job NFL.
Well, we have to have a ton of dead cap money because we cut Kyler Murray. So
hey, congratulations about that. God, you got rid of Bobby Hurley and Kyler Murray in the same year.
That is, everyone's rejoicing here in the sports world of Arizona. That's for sure. But they didn't do any significant, mind-blowing free agent signings. They were ranked 30 out of 32 on one website. Out of all the teams, they had the third worst free agency season. They didn't spend a lot of money. They might pick up probably an edge rusher from Ohio State. I think the Reese kid or Bailey kid from Texas Tech. They're probably not going to go offensive line. They did bolster some of their offensive line, but they didn't get their right tackle that they really need. They're just not spending money. I think tanking is happening in the NFL.
The Jets are tanking in the NFL?
Jets are tanking. They're not picking up, they're not picking up high free agents this year. Watch what they do in the draft. It'll be a key storyline in the draft, what the Cardinals do, what the Jets do, all these teams that need quarterbacks, because 2027 is a rich quarterback draft.
Yeah, there's definitely tanking in the NFL. There's no doubt
that's true. I've heard that nobody's, again, John Schneider, everybody else is kind of, I don't know, intimated that nobody's excited about this draft overall.
No, I mean, I'm sure the Raiders are excited.
Raiders! They got Crosby. They're like picked to win.
All of a sudden, Crosby kind of like pulled who was the Cleveland guy that was leaving and then re-signed the defensive end.
Oh yeah,
Myles Garrett. He did the same thing. Oh, I've always been a Raider.
But he's been on every podcast known to man saying how they didn't even fly him private. The Ravens didn't, and then they dissed him when he was there and gave him his physical.
He failed a physical.
Well, did he actually fail a physical? No. No, they signed that other guy,
Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Ooh, we got Trey. We don't need Myles Garrett anymore, and we want our draft picks back."
Max Crosby, but I got
Max Crosby. Yeah.
Well, so Gino's gone. He's back to New York, the poor guy, but he got his $50 million. He got his bag. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
That just proves the Jets are tanking.
But the Jets,
Gardner Minshew, they're tanking.
That's offensive.
That is you know what?
They're not tanking by picking up Minshew.
If you were
the
here,
Jets are tanking.
If you were here, you'd get kicked out with me
instantly.
The Jets, though, I thought are going to trade for Fernando Mendoza.
They're not trading for Fernando. No, they ain't doing that.
I think the Cardinals should trade for Fernando Mendoza. Give Marvin Harrison to the Raiders. Give Buda Baker to the Raiders.
Ooh.
Give two first round draft picks to the Raiders. That's how good that kid is.
I think Brady and the Raiders want Mendoza.
What you know what my problem is with Thomas Brady?
Well,
you have this on
hate
your
the
list.
guy. You can't stand him.
You watched all Saturday the flag football extraordinaire. He's throwing dimes.
He's throwing seeds.
Me, oh God, he's sending me clip after clip after clip.
Yeah, he's juking people. He looked like he was 25.
And he's 6'10".
He was taller than
the mobility out of that guy at his size. It's unbelievable. And his age. He's 105.
He threw a TD pass to Gronk.
What's he doing with the Raiders, though? The Raiders.
What do you mean, what's he doing? He's got the number 1 pick. He fired Pete Carroll.
He did.
He's got the number 1 pick. He signed Crosby.
They're loading him up.
Yep.
You got Fernando coming on.
Playoff contender.
Watch out for the Raiders. That's what I say. Mark?
Tough division. I mean, Denver's going to be better next year. Chiefs are going to have Mahomes back. They had some really good signings. They got your boy Kenneth Walker.
I'm okay with that. If you didn't even answer that question, are you okay with that?
No, I did answer it. I said I didn't like the fact that he's going to the Chiefs at all.
Who would you like him to go to?
Ideally, I'd want him to stay, but
you want him to go to the Cardinals?
No, I want him to stay.
You want to go to get out. Well,
I want him out of our division, though.
Well, he is.
I know. That's what I'm saying. What
do you
want? What do you want from me?
I don't understand. Are you happy? Not happy?
No, ideally we would have kept him.
I know, but he was going to cost a fortune.
Yeah, so
running back can't cost you a fortune. I
agree with him. I think he's going to go find somebody else.
You have duration till about 30. Then you get paid no money in the league because you're so beat up. So you have about 7 to 8 years of.
Yeah, I think we had to let him go. Unfortunately.
Okay, Brady throwing dimes. The USA flag football got that. Logan Paul is a D-bag. You didn't like because they had a beef, right? They were
he's beat. He was talking about how he's going to beat Gronk up and like bragging about how he beat his brothers up. And Brady threw the ball at him. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, I saw that clip. That was good. That was one of the 17th clips you sent me.
Was it? Oh, was that all I sent you? I need to go get you some more.
Are you now going to fanboy the Raiders? Because of your boy Tommy Brady?
Nah, not necessarily.
Come on now.
Nah.
Get you a Brady hat.
A Brady hat.
Let's go.
LFG. He did coin that.
He did. I'm sure he's getting paid. I don't think he's a good owner. Okay, no. That's a hot take right there. Okay. I don't think he's a good owner.
Well,
why does answer me this? Riddle me this, Batman. Why is he a 5%, which is part of his Fox deal? I just learned this.
I did see that.
Did you see that? Yeah, I did see Fox deal. He's got a G5 that comes and picks him up, and anytime his kids call, he's blocked. He makes sure he doesn't talk to any of his family. That's part of the Fox deal.
I'm hearing that he actually knows some of his family members.
No.
Yes.
Are you serious? Was that on the flag football broadcast?
I think it was. Yeah.
Jesus. Why did he pick the Raiders? I don't get it.
Because I think that was his team. Was it San Francisco? He loved
the Niners.
I don't know.
He went to high school. He went to high school in Silicon Valley.
I know,
Yeah.
but
The stadium's named after him at his high school because my nephew Brogan went to that high school.
Brady Brogan.
Yeah, no. Brogan, my Wilkie Highland, my nephew went to Unipro Serra, where Tom Brady went to.
That's where. Okay.
Wow.
Private Catholic high school in, I don't know, Redwood City or Silicon Valley somewhere.
I'm just questioning Mr. Brady's decision making and the fact that he went into business with Mark Davis, who's crazy.
Do you see that
I can't.
Mark Davis he owns 51% of the Raiders.
Is
But
that
there
all?
yeah, it's 51, but there is a succession plan right now that he could sell to the 49% owner. I can't remember. It's a big billionaire you'd heard of. But can you believe the Raiders not being with the Davis family at some time?
No.
Al Davis is rolling in his grave right now.
Oh yeah. No, I think Mark will keep that for a while. Plus Brady owns 5%, so there can't be a 51-49.
Yeah, it's Mark owns the majority. I know that. And there's a guy that's in the succession plan that could buy out Mark for the majority, according to the succession plan, which I thought was just ridiculous. I thought it would never leave the Davis family.
Is there a succession haircut that Mark Davis is going to pass?
Oh my gosh! And he's supposed
That'll
to
be
have
back
a
in
hot
style
wife or
in the 30
girlfriend.
years.
The bowl cut? I don't think the bowl cut's ever coming back. Speaking of coming back, we're going to be back. It's bonus time, is it not? We've cleared the decks. We've gone over everything. I've been high. I've been low. I've been kicked out. I've been brought back in.
I've got bonus material. I got what you watching.
Hey now.
I got double standard.
Ooh.
I got to tread lightly, though. So you don't have to tread lightly.
Yeah, but you know what? Now she knows people who listen.
Oh, okay.
So it could get, through the tree, through the can.
I got a good what you watching that I did not understand.
Fantastic.
An acronym that I had no idea what it meant. And we'll find out after these messages.
Guten Tag und Grüß Gott from Bavaria. This is Randy from Neunkirchen, Germany, and you're listening to the Scott and Tim Sports Show.
All right, we're back. We're going to bonus, and this is part of bonus. This cat, Brian Hodgson. I'm not sure how that Hodgson.
Okay.
Hodgson.
He just got the Providence and the Mighty Friars. He just got the new basketball coach job. He was at South Florida, who made the tourney and lost in the first round barely. And this is his opening. This is his greetings to the Providence Friars.
Family. Steve talked about it. My better half, my beautiful spouse here, Jordan, my son Jet, who you'll hear plenty throughout this speech. If you ever want to question my recruiting abilities, just take a look at my wife, Jordan.
That's a good one, isn't it? Isn't that a good one?
He's used that before. You could tell.
Exactly. It was funnier if he didn't use it before.
Did he use it before?
When he got the South Florida job, he used it.
You could tell
Hilarious.
that was planned.
That was new for me, though.
Unbelievable, this guy. What are you doing? Come on.
Oh, that would be good.
Now,
that was great.
Now, I'm putting a picture up just for our only viewing. And hey, now.
Yeah, he kind of outkicked his coverage there a little bit.
You do wonder why. Okay, bonus time. Sorry, I had to open with that. I thought that was funny.
Good
stuff. It was a
stuff.
great line. It went viral, just like you, Tim.
Thank you.
But then I'm like, he's done it before. That's so lame.
So you heard him do that before?
Well, I saw
You,
that,
like,
and then
Googled it
right below,
You
it
had
said this would be funny, except it's like the third time he's done it or something.
Okay.
Go ahead. Who wants to start with bonus time? I don't want to cause a kerfuffle.
I got a double standard for you.
I'm always
what chapter are we on? It's like
that's.
I think that there's so many that this is like the Harry Potter series books that we're going to be producing.
We're in a new book. Actually, the editor came back and said this is
too long.
This is a 10-part series.
You can't do War and Peace.
No.
So the double, we're obviously knee deep into double stand. I got to tread lightly where you don't have to. So I'm going to tell this delicately.
Mm-hmm.
Try to make it organic.
Organic.
So, as you know, I went to the Pepper Mill.
Oh, God.
That's a great place, by the way.
Pepper Mill's the best.
Yeah.
Reno, Nevada. Come on. The Pepper Mill has got it going on.
It does. That's a great. It's like I don't know when the last time you've been there, but they've it must be completely remodeled because it's like a Vegas casino.
It was in 1995, my first time there, a beaut.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
They got it dialed in at the Pepper Mill.
No doubt. So I'm playing a little blackjack.
Yeah.
First night I was like Chevy Chase in Vegas Vacation. I just had the dealer just kick me in the nuts and take all my money.
Wah, wah.
But the second night I came back, I'm like, I can't go out like that. Went to the bank, got a couple $100, started playing again. I think I sat down at 7:00 at night.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't walk out of there till 1:30 in the morning.
Ooh,
yeah.
Way now.
I was up quite a bit. We'll just say come home, tell the wife, how much I was up, and the first thing she says is, "What are we doing with all that money?" And I'm like, "Wait a sec."
Where did the we coming in?
And she's like, "Oh no, it's ours." The double standard here is she's been in her fantasy football league. She's been last year she won the whole thing, and there's 14 people in her league, so she won $750 or something. And then this year she took second, and she's up $1,000. She made it very clear that I wasn't touching any of that money. But then when I win about the same amount, it's our money.
That exactly happened to me. Andrea got some birthday money about a month ago. She turned whatever age.
39 again. She turned 39.
20. I have a 25-year-old wife. She got money for her birthday. She's like, oh. So I deposited the checks and everything, and she's like, "Oh, that money's not mine anymore. I'm not going to be able to spend it." And blah 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 blah. It goes into the family fund. You can spend the money. It's your money to spend. Oh no, it just goes in. I'm never going to see it again. Woe is me. So yeah, she put it into the family fund, but says she'll never get to spend it.
Well, that's kind of the opposite of what we're talking about. If the double standard is when she takes the money out all by herself. I think you got this mixed up a little bit.
I mean, I would like to comment, but I like it here. And I want to come back here. And I got already enough people angry at me, and I don't need other people not happy with me. So I'm going to let that one just lie.
That's the problem with the wife listening to the pod.
It is.
You got to be very
Love
careful.
You, Mind. There's Mindy. You're my best.
Too funny.
You know what? You should just use that. You should go in the pot. She should go buy some new.
We tried to get her on before.
You should use that money. She should buy some construction equipment because there's some projects that need to be done.
There are some projects. Yeah,
she's got some projects. Okay, what's your bonus time?
What else we got? How about what you watching?
Yeah, what you watching?
Well, I will say, and Mark's got one too, so I'll turn it over to him after this. But we went and saw Project Hail Mary last night.
Oh, that's right. I talked to you on the phone.
That was absolutely fantastic. It's a must go at the theater because it's one of those.
And it only cost you $180.
Oh, dead serious. It was our 2 tickets were $55.
Oh my gosh, where did you go?
We just went to the Woodinville AMC. Now we saw it. We didn't see it on IMAX. We saw it on their better screen. They got that's one of those that has 10. I don't know, 10 theater.
Whatever. It's a movie.
It's a movie. It was 50, and then you got to go buy the popcorn and the pop and the Zag nuts or whatever.
No, I like that. There, do you butter it yourself, or do they?
Oh no! Remember, we've had this whole conversation.
Yeah,
I like to butter it myself.
No, I don't. I am
That's
paying
stupid.
you $1 million. Could you just do something?
I like to put the amount of butter I like on it.
I'm already doing everything.
How much effort is it for you to go put some butter on the popcorn?
Seriously, I check out myself. I do everything. I get gas for myself. I do everything. I'm like you at the Piggly Wiggly.
No, you have to layer the butter. So
See,
they-
thank you. Thank
They
you. Mark.
do the butter. They put a little. They
Well,
put the
but-
popcorn in,
yeah.
layer it. Put the little
No,
popcorn
what you
in,
do,
butter.
you kind of shake it up and you like, and then you go back after you've eaten like 3 or 4 inches. Then you go back and
Wait,
put a little more
hold on,
butter.
hold on. Time out. You go back, you leave the movie, you get up from the movie and go back?
There's 30 minutes of previews. No, I don't leave the movie. You
Okay.
got a full half hour of I timed it yesterday.
How much?
It was 30 minutes on the button of previews.
Okay, so not only is it $8 trillion to go see a movie,
yes.
but not only you have to sit through 30 minutes. So wait, what is your protocol? Because this is interesting to me. So you get the popcorn before, then you go in and you eat the popcorn during the previews, or do you
Well,
wait?
yeah, we start. We don't like sit there and hold it like, okay, it started. Now we can have a couple bites
But
of
then
popcorn.
you don't know the usage. I mean, don't you want
They're
the popcorn?
refillable. When you buy the bucket, you can go refill it. Same with the pop.
So do you go back at the previews? At what time do you go back?
During the previews, if there's some cartoon or something,
But
because there's
do you-
always
do you-
stupid, you got a half hour of previews. I don't need to see every cartoon or stupid preview they do.
Sometimes I like
So,
the previews.
I start watching, and if it looks like a preview I want to watch,
Yeah.
then I don't leave during that. But
Okay,
when
do you
it's
time this though? Do you know that you're going to get back? Because what if there's a line?
there's no line. It's the butter. You go up and you butter it and you come back.
Oh, but you're not
back.
getting a refill?
Sometimes I'm getting a refill, but they fill that up real quick.
I'm
too.
always nervous I'm going to miss something.
You're not going to miss anything. It's the previews. You're not missing anything.
I just saw the movie too. It is a fantastic movie.
Did
I-
you
yeah, back to
really?
Yeah.
Ironically, I spent for our 3 tickets $55, like $54.27. Yeah,
Really?
for our three
Well,
3 tickets.
Life's cheaper in the desert.
Did you go like during the day or something?
4 o'clock on Sunday.
Okay, see that you get a little cheaper ticket there at 4.
Yeah,
If it's before 5
matinee.
o'clock, you get the tickets are like, I don't know if they're not half price, but they're cheaper. You get a deal on them, so that's why yours were 3 for $55.
It's
So like a third
matinee.
of the price.
I
A
need the
phenomenal movie. It's going to win the Academy. He's going to win an Academy
Oh,
Award.
it should sweep the award. I'm telling you,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like one of the best movies I've seen in years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is.
And you
It
have
is.
again, you have to go see it at the theater. It's not
Okay.
one. It's one.
Well, my popcorn issue with you is I need the popcorn to last like a long time. I need the popcorn to be with me. I don't want to be done with the popcorn like 10 minutes into the actual movie. That's it. That's a problem for me. Same thing with the soda.
No. I'm already refilling. I'm
I never
refilling during
refill
the.
because I don't know if I'm coming in, coming out. I don't know how much time.
Again, there's a half hour of previews. You got plenty of time to go refill.
This
And
is
then
good.
if I'm only done with like half the, this will probably drive half the people nuts. So if I've got like a quarter or half a barrel of the popcorn left, and the previews are still going, I'm going and I'm either dumping that half out or going and back and refilling it anyway. Because you don't
We
want to
get
go
one
during
free-
the movie.
Well, that's true.
You with me, Mark?
We get one free refill.
Yeah, one. Yeah,
So it
You
costs
should.
us
You're paying
$1.
you're paying like
$800.
$12.
No,
for
it
the
costs us $1 for an extra large popcorn with a refill if you buy the $30 popcorn perks at the Harkins Theater.
I was going
So
to
you
say,
buy
they still
the-
have Harkins?
Yeah,
I
you
love
buy the
Harkins.
membership, and the popcorn's phenomenal. Best popcorn there's ever.
Wow.
We don't even go to AMC because the popcorn sucks. We'll go right to Harkins because of the popcorn.
I love that about you.
The
What's your-
popcorn is a
It's
very
critical.
important part of the
critical.
movie.
Absolutely
Very
critical.
important.
Mark, what's your bonus time? What you watching, or bonus, or some other thing?
Well, we talked about the Pit. I still think the Pit's one of the
No,
best
it's fabulous.
shows.
Everybody loves the pit.
It's getting political, which I don't like, but it's
It got really political on the last episode.
Oh, boy.
yeah.
It was cringeworthy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's
They had ice. They had ice come into the emergency room, and it was basically a whole thing about how bad ice is.
Okay.
But the one that I'm watching now is DTF St. Louis. Do you know what
Whoa.
DTF means?
No.
Drug Task Force.
I didn't either. It's down to bleep. F you.
Oh,
Bleep.
I did hear that. Yes.
I did not even. My
What
wife
is
said,
What does that mean? I don't
Down
understand.
to F.
They put DTF on their like profiles on Tinder and stuff. That means you're.
Oh,
down to. I'm down to.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, where are you watching this? Is this on what?
HBO.
Oh, it's
And
on.
it's Jason Bateman.
Oh,
David Harbour. It's really, really good.
Jason Bateman is phenomenal.
Yeah,
he's really
great.
good. He
He's
makes a
great.
show.
Yeah, he does. He does.
So
some
it's
weird
so you
stuff.
highly recommend it.
Yes.
Did you guys
It's
watch
really,
Black
really- it's-
Rabbit? Did you guys watch
I had
Black
to
Rabbit?
stop. I had to stop.
Oh, I loved Black
I
Rabbit.
had to
That
stop
was
because
so
of
good.
Jason Bateman. He was so good at being a degenerate and had like just the worst. He was like the worst person in the world. I had to stop watching it. It was
Are you
just like,
kidding me
yes.
right now? It's a
I'm
freaking
telling
show.
you, he played a degenerate too good.
Wow.
He is gold.
He really is. I'm
He's
telling you,
Ozark.
Ozark, he was phenomenal.
Yeah, he's got a little podcast that's making a couple bucks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, they make a little money.
I guarantee you, we were doing it before he was.
We were. That's fact.
That's fact.
Okay, so down to F. Okay, great. We can't. Okay.
ATF St. Louis. It's called. It's on HBO Max.
All right. There's actually HBO's got some shows coming out that are interesting to me. Now, number one, we have Larry David coming back to HBO.
To do what?
He's got a new show out.
What is it?
I don't remember the name. Maybe Mark can look it up. But
Way to bring that to the table.
You're welcome. But it's basically the next version of Curb, but he goes back in history. It's like if Larry David was, around in 1942.
Okay.
That's the premise of it.
Life, Larry, in Pursuit of Unhappiness.
That's it. There
That
you
sounds
go.
like him.
There you go.
Okay. Any of you watch the new Game of Thrones one?
No.
What's it called?
No.
House of Dragons.
I'm
not House of Dragons.
No.
That one's a little different.
I
This
haven't
one
watched it.
is I don't know. It's the one with I can't even remember the name. It was
Hey,
fantastic.
nice job for you to bring
Yeah,
it to
I
the
know.
table.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Yeah.
You should-
What about Ted Lasso's coming back here?
Oh,
It's coming back. Yeah, Shrinks. I'm halfway
Shrink
through
back?
the Shrink. Yep, that's
Right.
back.
Did
I-
you
I
see
thought
that
the-
Harrison Ford is the commencement speaker at the 2026 ASU commencement ceremony?
No
Wow.
kidding. He's 80-some years
Han
old.
Solo will be there. too.
Unbelievable. You know what I have to bring up in the bonus section, which we're an hour and 40 into this, and we never brought it. It is probably the biggest story in the Seattle sports market. The
the
Seattle,
Sonics.
the Seattle Sonics are most likely
Yeah,
coming
but
back.
I've been hearing that for
When?
10 years now.
This week, actually tomorrow, as we record this, Adam Silver, the commissioner of the National Basketball Association, he is at a board of governors, and they basically are going through rubber stamping that they're deciding they're going to have 2 expansions, and then this summer they're already starting trying to get bids and all that kind of stuff for ownership of Las Vegas and Seattle.
The only problem with it is we've been down this road so many times, and it's always this time it's for real.
Well, it looks more legit than it has before because we have the arena now. We have everything. So 2028 is what the timeline right now is that we get the Sonics back.
You mean
Who's
you're talking
gonna-
Climate Pledge?
Yeah, Climate
we've
Pledge.
had this arena forever.
No, we haven't. We just had it for like 5 since the Kraken.
Well, we've redone
we
it like
redid
several
it, right? And it was
times.
made for
Yeah.
NBA and for hockey.
Yeah.
I agree.
And here was what happens. Kevin Durant comes back, retires. The
Yeah.
Sonics.
No, see, people are talking about
Oh,
that. I don't want Kevin
oh.
Durant.
Yeah, you don't want him to retire here? He's going
I-
to come back for a cup of
That's
coffee
fine.
so he
That's
can retire.
fine. That's fine.
That's
I know. I
exactly
think it's
what happened.
fabulous.
That would be fun. You're right. I don't know
But
how I feel.
why were
Well,
you
because
against
I don't. He's old. I mean, he's like done. He's
wait.
toast.
Did you hear that? That's the phone's not ringing for people to agree with you.
That was hurtful.
Thank you.
That's fine. That's great. Bring him back. That's fine. I'm torn on the NBA coming back. I think it's exciting for the city, but I don't like the NBA right now. I don't
Well,
like
I
the
don't
game.
like him either, but I'd still like to see the Sonic have
I
that
agree.
team. The game is terrible.
Yes.
And the travel is absolutely
well, it's
it's offensive.
non-existent.
People are taking 7 steps. Well, that's a gather step.
Gather. Stop.
And God, they show all
Nobody's
these
watching the
highlights.
NBA in the regular season.
No.
You want to
I
talk
heard the
tanking?
report today. I heard the report today No one cares about the 82 game season.
They don't.
Only they care about the playoffs.
Yeah, and
If
like
a team
3
makes it to the
quarters of the
playoffs-
league makes the playoffs.
Right. Now with the play-in and everything, 10 teams make it per division.
The yeah.
Play-in is it's pretty quick in each conference with the 10 teams.
So
but
you got
no
20,
one's watching
20
the NBA.
teams making the playoffs.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
well. They got
But
other.
like you always say, it's all about the ratings and the money.
Well, it is about the money. Unfortunately, that's the result of everything is about the money.
Well, and I don't think they have an identity after LeBron leaves. I mean, they're trying to make
After I
Victor
think
Wembanyama
they'll be better after he
I
leaves.
agree. They got
Shea trying to be the face of the NBA, or
we
is
got
it gonna be
Wembyana.
Tatum?
Wembyana.
Or is it going to be Victor Wembanyama? Jokic is not the personality for the NBA.
No, he doesn't
the
have any
NBA.
personality. But LeBron, I
Shea's
think
not the-
LeBron is hurting the NBA right now. Big
Boy, he's
time.
hurting me. I hate watching him.
Yeah, everybody does. They're just sick of his antics and his flopping, and the couple games ago now he got a new. Remember, I said there was an external threat. He got a new patch, like the most field goals made, and he's wearing a patch to commemorate him. Who wears a patch to commemorate themselves?
No one.
Only LeBron James.
No one.
Very narcissistic.
All right. I'm glad I brought that story up right at the end because we have used up our time. I'm about to get kicked out of the Boyle Theater.
Oh, you got 5 more minutes.
Do I? I want to thank the guests we did get, Chris Collinsworth, for coming on. Outstanding
huge.
get by you. Finally, after 9 years, you're worth something.
What do you mean? I got Pete the Appraiser.
That's true. We got to get Pete back.
We do. He's big time now. I think he's like he's at like the Tom Brady card shops now.
Is he really?
Like appraising those
God.
things.
I was in Japan thinking of you because there was all these cards. They have tons of card shops with all these ratings and stuff. And the first thing I thought of was Pete the Appraiser. How much is this thing really worth?
We got to get him back on.
How shitty are Tim's cards?
Well, that's the other thing. My cards are so shitty that I don't have anything for him to praise. He's appraised everything, and
no, he hasn't. You have boxes
I
over
know,
there.
but every time I pull something out, it's worth less than it was when I bought it.
No, we're getting Pete back, and I'm going to go over there live. None of this pregame shit you guys pull. We're going over. I'm going to the banana, like the cartons over there, and I'm pulling cards. And we're doing it. We're doing it live.
We're doing it live.
All right. I want to thank the guests who did get, Chris Collinsworth, and the sponsors we just couldn't quite sign. But we do appreciate Agree with Scott.
That's a good one.
All right. We'll talk to you later. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.